let's take this one day at a time. See what happens today. See how you feel tomorrow.
Hello. I can hear you.
How's it going?
I'm good, thank you. I missed your face. Okay, just
How's
let me
everything?
see.
How's life in Suffolk? You're up Bury St Edmunds, right?
Yeah, I work there, but I live in Stowmarket, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. No, it's all
Going
good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Missing the gym?
Oh, yes. Although I'm doing very good. I work out almost twice a day, so
Okay, cool.
like...
Yeah, I saw you got a good setup in the garden anyway.
Yeah, not today, I'm afraid, but yeah.
Yeah, if it starts raining every day, it's going to be a bit difficult.
Yeah, well, we were really lucky the last few weeks. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm in a bedroom right now. I had to move everything because the kid is just so loud.
That's fine. I'm in the bedroom too. This is my
Nice.
office. The quarantine, just bed.
Okay. So you do work then, yeah? Because you said you're off now for...
Yeah, I'm off for a week now, so yeah, I'm just chilling out, watching movies.
Cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
But you do work anyways. So you're a key worker?
No.
Okay.
No, so we've just been working from home, basically. Doing like online training and stuff like that, personal development.
Okay. That's my kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't work.
No.
No, it's almost over a month now. I can
Really?
get used to it. Yeah, and because obviously I work in a cafe, and that's been closed, and then I was in quarantine for 2 weeks, and then after that, like I've been furloughed as well. So
Right.
probably I'll be off until July. That's the plan. Like they're planning until July, and then after that we'll see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, I guess like cafes, restaurants, pubs, quite close and stuff. A bit harder to do.
The last thing. Yeah, last thing needs to be opened.
Yeah, which is a shame because that's what everyone does with their time.
Yeah.
Sit down, meet up for coffee. Yeah, not good.
No. I thought you did work in retail after, because you left the gym, did you?
Yeah. So I just work in a Adidas store.
Okay.
So I think they're thinking that we might be open around mid-May, in like almost 3 weeks, I guess. But we'll see what happens. Maybe the lockdown will be extended. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But they're getting ready and stuff like that. It'll be the same as supermarkets, just tape on the floor, all these kinds of things.
Okay. Well, you like it, I guess.
Yeah, it's all right.
I've seen your bake-off.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was really good. I like that.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to just include that post of yours somewhere, a description or something, because I think it's worth a watch.
Yeah, man, that was really fun to do. Like, I'm so bad at baking anyway, but that's quite fun.
Yeah, exactly. That was way before the lockdown, wasn't it?
It was like the first week, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah. I thought it was before that.
No, yeah. It was like a challenge that they set us at work, just to do something as a team. So we did that. That was really fun.
No, I was thinking about I should do something like that, but I don't have anyone to do with. So, like no, really, I don't think anybody would up for any kind of challenge like that.
Do you not keep in contact with people from your job?
Yeah, so we do write each other once in a while, but they are not really into things like that, I think.
Oh,
And we are in a good relationship, but
yeah.
not as close to have some time together, even if it's just online. It'd be nice, I guess, but
Yeah,
I'd
it
try
just makes it
something.
a little bit normal.
Mm.
So I don't know how you feel about the lockdown. You said you're not that bothered and you like it.
I'm not really going anywhere anyway if
Yeah.
I'm not working, so it's not affecting me or my family as much. Just because you can still go for a walk, which we always do anyway. So it's just the fact that I can't go into the gym, and it's hard for me. I'm not like, because I know everything how to use all the machines, it's just a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
And that's why I definitely like it more.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like to be home a little bit. I never been home more than 2 weeks in my life, so it's a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's been about 10 years, maybe, since I was at university. It was the last time I've been sat down for this long.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I mean, I'm trying to stay productive, although the last 2 weeks I lost myself, so I don't feel like doing things.
Right.
So
Why do you think?
it's sorry.
Why do you think that is?
Uh, not quite sure. I mean, I think I am official, but it's not for everyone. That I am moving just by myself. So, and this, well, we are not together anyway for a few months now, but we are best friends. But obviously, we have to just be separated. And I think me moving out and stuff a little bit got my head out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So, like, taking a step backwards is it's a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it's a bit more personal thing than I lost my motivation or my blog or the podcast or anything. It's just a bit more like I have to deal with this and, looking for the house while I can't go and look.
Yeah, exactly.
So these kind of things. But I think, sorry?
Sorry, you go.
I don't know what I want to say. No, I don't know. No, I think this is more like the reason, like me not feeling to wanting to do some stuff, because my mind is more like my personal life than what I would want to achieve in my professional life, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But do you think that's a bad thing, or does it bother
Not
you?
necessarily. It does bother me, but I try to give myself a break and not be angry at myself if I don't feel to go for what, because I think I started really good, like the whole blogging, do the podcast without knowing how to do it. Although it's really scary, but at least I stepped out of my comfort zone, and now I am a little bit like in just like standing still, and it bothers me, but I'm trying not to be angry at myself because of it. And that's a big step, man, because I've never been like that grown up with it.
You think you are standing still, like you said? It doesn't seem like it. You seem very busy to me.
Now I'm the last few days I'm starting to get back where I was into maybe 3 weeks ago, because I had such a big plans and food, do this, but I really bit, you're like, okay, I just don't want to do it. But now I'm like, you know what, I have just stopped dwelling, and even if I don't like it right now because I'm not in the mood, just a little bit, just a bit every day, just a small little step.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the hardest part is just showing up and doing the thing, right?
Yeah. And I promised something like a month ago, like with this thing, and now I am not feeling that I'm actually standing up for what I said. Like this whole generation Q, the whole reason is because we are locked down. So then try to bring people together and see who is up to for what. And
yeah. Well, just don't be too hard on yourself. Life is going to throw you these curveballs. And it wouldn't be life without them. It would be very boring, and you wouldn't learn anything. You'd just still be a baby. So all you got to do is just kind of take your time with it, assess it, evaluate what you're feeling and all that kind of stuff. And then, when you're ready, you'll just get straight back to it like you have. So it's fine. Don't beat yourself up.
yes, boss. You're always going to be a boss, right? No, to be honest, I do still have my notes from your workout plan.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. And the other day as well, I opened it and I was like, okay, let's just see what Master Dan.
Well, you say that, but you're the boss now, so the tables turned.
I don't think so. No, but no, to be honest, I don't know why. I mean, obviously, you have your reason why you left it, like your gym. I don't know. Do you actually still PT?
No,
or not at all.
I don't do anything anymore. No. People still ask me stuff for free online, like my friends, but no. I do miss it. It was good. It was a really fun job. It was just the way that the gym was at the time, how it was being run and stuff like that. Opportunity was getting less and less, or at least you're having to adapt more to try and seek out opportunities where they were hiding. And for me at that time, it was just a little bit of a crazy year. And what was that? 2018? No, 2019. So yeah, it was a bit of a weird year, and I feel like I just needed some stability at that time, and I wasn't getting that from work. And that was, work takes up so much of your day. If you're not really happy in it, why not look for something different? It's not something I want to leave in the past, like PTing or exercise. Like, it's still something I'm passionate about. So something I do every day for myself, and I'm still learning new things myself. Still looking at ways that I can improve my knowledge through different sort of courses for exercise, nutrition, and stuff like that. It was literally just needed something with more stability, more hours, more money, obviously. Something that I could learn as well, which kind of led me into the retail management environment, so that I could potentially learn business management and other things that would help me when I go back into business for myself in the future. It kind of, I'm lucky that I did, because I know a lot of self-employed people are probably, everything's so up in the air right now and they don't really know what's going on. So at least I have that security now. So in hindsight, it was a good move for them.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you're gonna find the way you can really express your passion, because I think you are, especially because it's not like you were the first person I went to be my personal trainer, and I definitely I even today I mention you to I'm talking to the way you are actually approached. It's not just like, okay, this is how you use it, and it's like you are actually how you started with me and the others. You started from inside our mind, not like, okay, this is how you perform a deadlift. That kind of things came a little bit later. You first try to get into our head to see how you can help those individual person.
Yeah.
And I definitely like this kind of approach, because yes, this is how you're getting a better body from your mind. this is how I think as well.
Yeah, exactly. You can, lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, that kind of thing. So teaching people how to do something is all well and good, and I don't really like the sort of coming at it from a business perspective, just purely money making. Personal training is personal. You need to get to know the person. You need to know what their obstacles are. So we've all got our own hang-ups on why we're not doing something, or why we are a certain way, or things that we'd like to achieve. And without getting to know the person, you're going to fail miserably, and they'll never stay the same. And this was even before I got into like all the sort of spiritual, like mindfulness and personal development, kind of that side of it, like looking after your mindset. I don't know. It's just always, it's a fun job. It's a really fun job. It's a great experience. If you can make a business and a career out of it, it's really, really good for you. Just to see people actually achieve something and go through those changes, it's quite nice.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's nice. But yeah, in a way, it's like me moving out from Colchester and not going to the gym and never seeing you as well. And obviously, it's not easy to keep in touch all the time with online, because so many people you have to talk to. And I am one of the worst person who actually can. I'm meaning to message you, but until, I don't know, 3 weeks after, like, oh, okay, I still haven't. I don't know why I keep forgetting. I mean, I'm really bad at this, and I really don't like that part of myself, for sure, because it shows not really a nice friend, for sure. But I definitely missing to bump into you, because you always said something good, something positive, actually, like, oh, cool. It's like, it's always good to be surrounded by people who actually like-minded, or at least above your, I don't know how really to say it, but definitely I am like you, like really into this spiritual stuff. But I am aware of it, that you're way ahead of me of this, and that's why it's always like, like, how to say it, okay, just keep your ego, right? But I'm looking up to you.
Yeah. I mean, that's nice. Thanks. I don't feel
You're
like
welcome.
I'm any more like advanced than anyone else. I kind of just do what I do. It's funny because I don't really follow like a strict set of how I'm going to learn something or what I'm going to learn in a year. Like, I set myself New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, like learn this or read so many books. I don't really follow what I should be doing or what sort of my career would tell me that I should be doing. Like when I was PTing, I wasn't always reading about fitness and nutrition. So something would come up, maybe I'd watch a podcast and then something would interest me, and then I'd read something else, like AI technology, and then I'd meet a person in the gym, and then I'd start talking to them. Turns out they work at a university and they're developing AI technology themselves. And so you just strike up these conversations. And I've always, especially in the last couple of years, since I've been into sort of, since I read The Law of Attraction, basically, if I'm going to be honest, when it sort of opened my mind to something like that kind of thing that could be present, like a force beyond what we know in the universe. Things do just present themselves to you in a way that's quite fortuitous and just seamless almost. So like I said, that's a real story, the AI technology, and then coming to PT someone who was working at the university, and all these little things. And you just kind of, you send out vibes like I probably sent out to you. Like, I was only just getting into it. I had no idea that you were vegan, for example. So we had that in common, and all these other things going on. You just kind of seek out people that are on your kind of wavelength, if you want to call it that, which is quite nice. And then all the all the next steps in my learning just kind of fall into place with that. Like I just go where my sort of nose takes me in a way. So whatever comes up that I find interesting, I'll just follow that and I'll pursue that until something else comes up. So I don't know if I'm good at anything. I feel like I touch the surface of a lot of things. But, whether I'm an expert in anything is probably up for debate.
That's really good. I'm pretty sure you're good at a lot of things, but that's a nice way to put it, because I'm the kind of person who stresses a lot of I should have doing this or this way or keep going it, but I lost my interest a little bit of that. So now I want to go this way, and why I want to do this, why I don't continue. So I give a lot of pressure of myself, because I am a very, very multi-passionate person, and I am interested in a million things at once, which is really hard to keep it up. But I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And like I'm making the whole plan, how to make everything at once, and it just doesn't work. So so I really, really pressuring myself over, because now there is something else I'm interested. So I leave this behind. Or there's a lot of books I have. I still haven't finished half of them, but I started another one. So it's
okay.
So even with the books as well, I think that's the easiest way to explain. I have hundreds, okay, not hundreds, but a lot of books I'm reading at once.
Yeah.
And I'm scheduling, okay, today this one, today that one, because I'm so interested in them that I want to read all of it.
Yeah.
But I just end up a few weeks later, I'm not reading for a while again, because it's just too much information. Or just, I don't know which was the issue. But
maybe that's it. I mean, they say that you should, if you want to pursue something, you should put 100% of your effort into one thing rather than putting 20% into 5 things, because you won't get 100% results. You'll get 20% of the results, which makes sense. I'd find it hard to read like even 2 books at the same time, just because the stuff that I read would be so different. Like even if it's one's nutrition and one's philosophy, like it's just so much information to take in, and you kind of lose the thread, the sort of story that the author's taking you on, even if it's just a factual book. There's always a way that the information is presented to you. I feel like that maybe that jumbles it up and it makes it harder to get back into flow, because when I don't read for a long time, I find it very difficult just to start reading again. Just because I feel like my mind isn't trained to that anymore. Like I've been watching TV or just not doing anything at all for a while. I haven't read since the lockdown, actually, I'm going to be honest. I used to use my train time on the way to work for reading. So I'd get like 2 hours a day of reading, which is nice.
Yeah, that's not too bad. So you do work in London, maybe?
I work in Braintree, but it takes so it's 2 15-minute trains with a half-hour wait in between, basically.
Oh, okay. I see.
So,
that's a little bit sucks.
Yeah, it does. I should probably just buy a car, but I just really don't want to. And I'm glad I didn't now, because, I refunded my train ticket.
Oh, did they?
You can't refund your insurance or tax or whatever just because you're not using it.
Yeah, I don't use my car.
No,
although like it was 2 months ago, maybe. It's May already. Yeah, it was either end of February or March. I changed my car. So I left my beloved Honda Accord behind, and I got a really small car, and actually very cheap with everything, like £20 annual tax. Yeah, so it's a small Toyota Aygo, and and I was like, there's no the amount of money I actually save in a year on insurance, the tax, and the petrol.
Yeah,
it makes a difference. And I was like, if lockdown is down, you know what, I'm gonna get a motorbike. I want a motorbike since I'm a kid, so I'm gonna have it now, because I can afford to have just a very small, like the 125cc small bike. It's enough for me. I can still say I have it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. And then I got the dream I had always. And I will be like, fine.
Yeah. And then you don't need to stop there, right? You start small and then you get bigger as you go along.
Yeah, exactly. If I want to. Maybe I don't. Maybe I will say, like, you know what? I just sometimes go for a few rounds and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm scared now to have a big one. I'm not a kid anymore, not 20 anymore. It's like, let's go with a big, I don't know, like Kawasaki Ninja and just like.
Yeah, exactly. Even with all the protective gear, like I look at kids on skateboards and it just horrifies me. I feel so old, like so fragile.
If you feel old, then how I should. You are younger than me, are you?
I don't know.
think you are.
I'm 30 in like 2 weeks.
30?
Yeah.
30?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh yes, you are younger than me. I'm not really good with my age.
That's fine. I think it's rude to ask anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's okay. Mine is 28 days and it's here.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll be out of lockdown and then. It'd be nice. Can go out.
Well, it would be nice because we have a family vacation booked down in Peak District. So I really want to go.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed.
I really want to go because I love hiking and walking and the forest or the mountain. This is my thing. Yeah. So, like, I don't care. Just pop the baby at the back and go hiking.
Yeah. So I said that I'd like to go there. I haven't been there since I was a kid. It's really nice up there.
I've never been there, so.
Just outdoors. There's like nothing around. It's great.
Oh, so beautiful. It's so sexy. Just think about it. No, really. I love nature. I love just go. And I think I'm more like a forest mountain kind of person than the beach.
Mm-hmm.
For one, because I don't like to go in the cold water. I don't like the cold water, so.
Yeah, the ocean is scary. Also, it's full of plastic and urine.
Oh yes, lovely.
I don't like going into something where I can't see what I'm like putting my bare feet down on.
Exactly.
It's not for me.
Yeah, if I go in the water, I can only just go until like maybe you can see in and.
Yeah, exactly.
But not really.
No, I don't like it. I've seen Jaws too many times as well.
Oh, yeah, but I think I saw it a very long time ago. When I was a kid, maybe.
Brilliant.
I'm scared of water.
I don't know if I am. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I'm just scared of stepping on stuff. This is like that feeling old mortality thing. Like, what if I stand on a piece of broken glass at the bottom of like the sea, and then I don't know, it gets infected and I lose a foot, just because I wanted to go swimming in the water. Rubbish. I stick with my swimming pool.
Okay, I see. You're having a hard time to turn 30, right?
Yeah, I think I actually am. Maybe.
It's okay.
Yeah, it happens to us all. I was feeling all right, actually. I was quite looking forward to it. And then the closer it gets, I'm just thinking like all of the time that I've spent over the last like 15 years, what I did, where I went so wrong.
You're cute. What you having?
Just water.
Oh, just water.
Yeah. I stopped drinking coffee this year. So I pretty much just drink water, protein shakes, and the occasional gluten-free beer.
Are you gluten-free as well now, or?
Yeah, I went to the doctors because I have eczema in my ears and like around my beard as well.
Okay.
They gave me a list of like things to avoid, like dairy and gluten, stress, headphones in ears, like sweating, just basic hygiene stuff. So I can't really grow a big beard anymore because it's hard to get like sun on it and air to it and stuff like that, and it just gets.
Mm-hmm. It must be hard.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just shaving, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I haven't lost an arm, or I'm not homeless or anything. Just can't have a beard. Yeah, fine.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll try to drink as well more. When I'm home, I'm not really drink as much water as when I'm at work and obviously work out and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to forget because unless you are walking around or working out, you don't really get thirsty like you do then.
So and
every now and then, or you just have coffee instead.
Yeah, and especially when it's not really hot out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to have as many coffee, but I do try to have my matcha green tea.
Nice.
So I drink it as a coffee. So I always say I have a green coffee today.
I like matcha. It's a weird taste. It takes a while to get used to.
Yes, but I'm kind of missing it now when I don't. And I just like, oh my God, I have to have my coffee here while you're talking. And so I was like, I made a very nice one. I'm drinking it with milk.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess it's make it a little bit more weird taste.
I think I've only ever had it with milk. How are you supposed to have it?
I don't know, but I mean on Instagram I'm following a matchaologist or something like that. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And they always doing it with water, I think.
Oh, interesting. I only tried it in Starbucks when I worked there.
Oh, I never.
It was probably with normal milk back then. Gross.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to drink milk anymore. I mean, cow's milk. Although I haven't, it's over 10 years now, maybe, or around 10 years. I don't drink milk, and the rest is like 4 years now.
And you haven't died?
No, still alive and shit. And I think now as well, trying to really look. It's harder to look what you are eating when you are home all the time. But what is the trick in that? When you do online shop, do not buy anything what actually makes you fat. Technically.
It's hard, right?
Yeah. But now I'm more determined to do it. Now I try to work out twice a day. Well, in the morning is more like up workouts for like 10 minutes. But it's a non-stop one. I mean, I have to sometimes stop for a few seconds because I just can't do it anymore. I want my six-pack. I was like, this is the year. I have to have it once. After it's gone, fine. If I have it for a day, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's it, right?
I was like, I gave up a little bit on my six-pack dream. I was like, you know what, it's fine. But now I was like, no, I have to come back for it.
Yeah.
And the afternoon workout as well.
But your workout's pretty good. I've seen those. Do you do it as like a circuit or?
More like it, yeah. Right now, the last 1.5 weeks, I just coming up with something like I'm freestyling in the garden. But I found a good one again. It's like more like a full body workout. So I'm not targeting just the lower body part or the upper body. So I do all of it, and it's a HIIT training as well. And it's like after 5 minutes, it's like I can't take it anymore. But it's really killing my thigh and my bum and my arms. It's like after I couldn't do it for 2 days because I was like half dead. I was like, yes, this is how. This is a good workout.
Yeah, that's good. Who do you follow, or do you make them up yourself?
That one was, oh my God, what was her name? Some Ashley, but I just found her accidentally on YouTube, because obviously Julia Michaels is one of my absolute favorite. And then I was just scrolling down and, oh, she looks all right. Click. And so let's see what she has to say. And I tried her workouts. Last week I did every second day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, now I'm going to do it and I'm going to record it. So it's a bit more, and I'm more aware of what needs to be done.
Yeah.
So I can record it and I don't look like a total idiot who doesn't know what to do. So, and I can create that. And I will record that though.
And you're putting those on Instagram? Are those ones?
Yeah, I will. Yeah. I do like that one though. Maybe. And again, it's not like, oh my God, so you have to do it like 40 minutes and stuff. I don't think it's even 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the music on. I have this WOD app. So it helps me, like, so I'm not counting. I just there in front of me, do it for 20 seconds or 30 seconds and just, so I don't need to even worry about how many I have to do still. It's just, I'm setting up how many sets I want and just jumping around.
Yeah, that's good. I should get myself that, actually, because I do a lot of time stuff as well.
Yeah, I'm seeing your stuff as well. I guess I should do it sometime, because but you're sometimes like, no way I'm gonna do that. Are you crazy? You're gonna kill me.
Yeah, some of them are really good. It's fun. I really enjoy just coming up with workouts. It's quite interesting to see how you can push yourself and how badly you can hurt yourself in 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, I love HIIT training, but actually I don't, because it's killing me, and that's the whole reason actually I do love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's like it's not character building, but it's building the kind of approach you want to have with regards to when life gives you an obstacle, you can quit or you can carry on. And like that workout I did yesterday was 12 minutes. And literally every minute, when the new minute rolled around, I wanted to stop. And it was so horrible, but I just kept going. And I feel like that's good sort of brain responses to kind of be building on like habits, good habits, not giving up.
Now, I saw your story and I was like, maybe tomorrow I can try to do yours. But if you couldn't really feel like you were dying, how am I going to do it? I was like, I'm scared.
It's not even that much. It wasn't even that bad. It was like three squat cleans, 6 reverse lunges, and then 9 jump squats every minute on the minute. And you have like 20 to 30 seconds rest every minute. So it shouldn't be that bad. It's just, I think it's the jump squats, because they hurt so much. Anything jumping, high intensity, I don't really do it that much. So when it comes into a workout, I really, really suffer for it. And, that's my own fault, but yeah.
No, I'm the same. And that workout I did last week a lot. It has the jumping squats and the jumping lunges.
Yeah.
I mean, I like squats, but the lunges is not my thing. And I have to jump as well at the same time. Are you crazy? Mm-hmm. So, and that's why I want to do that workout, because this is really challenging me.
Yeah, exactly. You don't pick out the workout that looks the easiest, do you? Like, what would be the point in that?
Sometimes I do, but but to make, like, I want to feel good about myself, and the only way I can do it if I do something actually is making me feel like, I don't know, like, oh, you can't do that. No, watch me, bitch. I am. So, like,
exactly, and that's that stubborn attitude that I think you have to have this in life. Like, people say you're stubborn, like it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. It's like if someone says you can't do it, I'll be like, fuck you, I'm gonna do it. If you prove me wrong, I'll do it, even if I hate it.
Yeah, I am. I think like this, but at the same time, somehow after that, like, I never prove anything. Like, I would say, like, if you say to me something, I'm unable to do it, I always like, okay, now watch this now. But then somehow, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember that actually I proved them wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, I've just made myself really depressed. I just realized I haven't proven anything.
I think you get excited about the challenge, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to beat this person. But then at the end of it, you don't really do anything with it. You just kind of like, no, I did it. See, but you don't tell anyone about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really a braggy person. Guess humble is the word. Quite modest. But I like a challenge, and I'm so competitive. Like, I won't lose. But if I win, I won't be happy about it.
Oh, you wouldn't be happy?
Not like it would be disappointing to win, but I just won't celebrate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird. What's the point of even trying then?
I think I like to brag.
Yeah?
I think I do. Who doesn't? You said you don't, but no, I guess I don't. I mean, I like to, but maybe I don't do it much, or I don't have anything to brag about. Okay, that conversation starting being really depressing to me.
We do have stuff to brag about. It's not that bragging is a bad thing, but I'm sure you've met people where all they do is brag. Like every sentence they say is about them, and I can think of someone now as this demonstration. Like everything they say is a show and a parade about how good they are compared to you.
Okay.
Like, people that always turn the conversation around. You say like, "Hey, I haven't eaten meat in 2 years." They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I started that 3 years ago. Have you tried this? Blah blah blah." And then they just start talking down to you. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's not me, right?
No.
Although I've been vegan before you.
True.
Yeah, but no. Even so, I was, but you still have much more knowledge over it than I have still until this moment, as in the nutrition side and stuff, I think.
I mean, I guess.
I'm gonna get that book.
All the stuff I learned from books.
That book is amazing, but I stopped reading it. I don't know. Is it?
Okay, cool.
The other way. So I really, really love this, but I stopped now because I'm reading other stuff as well.
Yeah. Is that like a proper school textbook?
It's from what's the name? The Human Kinetics. I do have a few books from them about sport and heat training and strength training for weight loss and mobility. I'm really getting into this, but again, stopped a little bit because I came up with the podcast or I put a lot of energy into the blog.
Yeah.
Which is, I think... Sorry?
How is the blog? Sorry.
It's good. I'm not writing much at this moment about my personal growth journey. Mm-hmm. I do write on a daily basis from Napoleon Hill 365 Positive Action Plan. I kind of just copying it because I only just go one at a day. I'm not reading what's happening in 2 months' time. Yeah. So what is today? And well, I do schedule a couple of, so I go ahead maybe a week only, but I do read it again on the day when it comes out. And the only reason I'm doing this because I'm not consistent with the blog. Okay. And that is teaching me for 365 days to post. I don't know if it makes any sense, but it does to me that for one, I'm learning something new every day. about how to build my character, how to become the person I want to be, because there's really good stuff written in it. And then at the same time, I do. One second, what is this? Something came up on the monitor. And I do post and I see like, okay, I am actually posting and doing something. So it makes me work on it.
But that's good, and that's probably what you and everyone who reads your posts kind of needs now. It's not like let's plan for the future kind of time we're living in, is it? It's like, let's take this one day at a time, see what happens today, see how you feel tomorrow. You know, we're all living in a little square box in our bedrooms.
And yes, and we actually do. But it's a nice way to put it.
No, it's good. I always like them when I see them come up on Instagram.
Yes, you do. Thank you.
It's good. I like seeing, like I follow loads of pages that put this kind of stuff, just like a quote up every day. And I used to do the same with, it was a book by the Dalai Lama, just a load of his quotes. I lent it to someone. I just used to read like 1 or 2 a day in the morning. I think about it. You know, that's all you really need to do. Like, have one focus for the day. It's always good advice as well, isn't it, that you're posting? So it's nice not to get overwhelmed with like, oh, think about this, which will take you 2 hours, and then go and think about something else, and just take all day. Take your time. It's good. It's nice.
Yes, I mean, I have things that I started to write about, and I'm going to post it, but I don't know when it's going to be. But because when I write something, it's going to be long. I can't just make it a short one. So I guess these like messages, or how I could call them, actually teaching me so much more than just what is written. Mm-hmm. Some of them I don't find it as interesting, or like not interesting. They're interesting, but not that heavy meanings. But to be honest, the 98% of them, like I'm just like something reading it, it's like, oh, right, I should change my attitude towards this and this and this. So I know it changing me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And for one, it's already May and I'm still doing it. I thought I'm going to give up after a few weeks. So it's 120 plus posts already, just because of I chose this book to share it in a way. I hope not gonna be copyrighted and stuff because I hope not.
give credit in the post, I guess.
I do actually more like in the hashtags, but I always giving credits, and if not every post I write like, okay, this is Napoleon Hill, and so it's not, I'm not taking it, this is these are my necessarily, this is what I get, and I just passing it and stuff. So I mean, I imagine myself by this time of this year that I will be a little bit more ahead. I don't have specific things what I wanted necessarily to be or do, but I don't really can say I am disappointed much. I mean, and this is the biggest win for me. I always disappointed the things I do or I don't do.
No, really?
Yeah, I never happy with the things I do. Because I don't do them maybe, and I just want to do them. So I still feel like I did achieve so many things in this last 5 months.
Yeah.
Although they are not much. I can't really say like, oh, I have this, I have the business I always wanted, or things like that. No. But I do change myself a lot in my mind, and I think this is worth more than having my own business.
Yeah.
So I am actually, the first time I'm saying it out loud, that I do feel good, and I am happy the person I am right now. But I don't want to stop here.
Yeah. No, of course.
I want more. I am greedy.
But you should be happy because, you're always moving forwards and you're always trying to learn something every day and you're always trying to improve every day, which, what more is there to life than that? Trying to get a little bit better at something, trying to develop something a little bit more each day. You might not want to each day, and there might be days where you do more than others. Like, who cares? As long as you continue that consistency of always moving forwards, then what is there to be disappointed about?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Ask yourself, like, why are you doing it? Who says you should do that? Is it you saying that you should do it for you, or is it an expectation from life, what you should have done by age X?
I think the biggest answer would be it's me. I'm the one who created these thoughts, and I think it's just difficult. And I'm pretty sure I told you this story already. When I was 15, that was my birthday, and I was like, okay, guys, and we were toasting. Pretty sure not with alcohol, but but I was like, okay, by the time when I turn 30, I'm gonna kill myself because that's old.
Yeah.
And well, my family laughed like, you're being Marty again. And on the 16th, I did the same. 17, 18, it was a joke. But for 15 years, every time on my birthday, I said the same thing. And when I was 28, I said the same thing and I was like, damn, I have 2 years to live then. I know it's stupid, but I had 15 years to live with that thought that 30 is old. And in less than a month, I turned 35 and I'm not happy about it because I know this is just a number. I am aware that I think I hope I don't look 35, but I'm healthy. And nothing is wrong with me, but the fact that I wanted, obviously, I'm not complaining because I have a beautiful daughter, and I just wanted always like a bigger family, I guess, or I wanted to have a business and work from home or from whatever I want to, and I have power over my life, not like I have to go to work this time, and more like I would just wanted to live free.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't when you work to someone.
Yeah.
I think these kind of things, and I always said like, okay, when I'm 20, I want this. When I'm 25 or 27 and 30 and 32, 35, you have things what you wanted to achieve, and I don't.
Yeah, and I think it's such a dangerous thought pattern to have, actually, because I had the exact same thing. When I was a kid, I must have been around 6 or 7, I decided that I would stop aging at 21. How I was going to do that was impossible because no one stops aging. But that was my goal as a kid, to stop aging at 21. And if I was still 21 years old, I would be an idiot. I would be the biggest buffoon on this planet. And I'm so glad that I spent another 9 years developing my brain into an actual normal human. But I had those things like married by 28, baby by 30. And if you spend time actually thinking these things and like setting them out properly, like I need to do this by this time, this by this time, and this by this time. If you don't achieve that, that is a real big disappointment because that's something you've thought about for 15 years. Like you saying that 30 is old, which is just an insane thought to have. As a 15-year-old, you think 30 is so old, but now, like, you think 35 is old. Like, to you, it might feel like it now, but just imagine in like another 15 years' time.
Oh no, I don't want to.
You'll be like, shit, I wish I was 35 again. That was
exactly.
So I try not to think about stuff like that too much anymore. Like, it's good to have a 5-year plan, like something you should be aiming towards, for example. but yeah, I think it's like a double-edged sword in a way that can be a real crushing sort of realization to people, just because you do spend so much time thinking and agonizing over one thing. But that's just me.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
I wanted so much, and like most young people, I wanted to achieve like financial freedom, I guess they call it, by a certain age. And these days I couldn't really care as long as I have a place to live, a partner, someone to spend your life with, friends, money that you can enjoy your life with. I don't really care about anything else. I'm just trying to do right by me, I guess, and the people that I know. Try to make your parents proud in a way. I'm sure they always are. But just to be a good person, I think is enough at the moment in this world. I don't really aspire to have fancy cars and a big house anymore, because it doesn't interest me anymore.
Oh no, me neither. I mean, imagine if you have a huge house, obviously then you would have somebody to clean that, but can you imagine to keep that tidy all the time, especially when you have kids? This is a kind of small 2-bedroom house, and the kid is not even 2 years old, and the amount of mess you already can do in a living room is horrendous.
Yeah, I bet. Kids are crazy. Kids are crazy.
Yeah. My ultimate dream is actually, I want my business or businesses, because so many ideas I have, not because I want to get rich, because as you said, I just want to have enough money I enjoy my life with. And to be honest, I just want somewhere middle of nowhere, having like a farm where I can save animals and all the things. I can grow my own food. I can already, do my own electricity or whatever, how it's called. I don't know, like solar plants and stuff like that. So I actually be free as much as possible from the whole society. And only if I want to see somebody get in a car and go in a town or something like that. But this is what I actually want, only for a few years now. Like do this and
just space to live, not the way that society tells you to live, like do this because that's capitalism and this is what you're supposed to do. So no, man, I don't want to live like that.
No, it will be nice. Hopefully it's gonna come true. And that's the thing, I try to, there's like a two thing: to make a plan and don't make a plan. I mean, make a plan in your professional life to how to, as you said, the 5 years plan to where you want to be. But in a personal life, I think it's a little bit harder to plan, because that's the whole thing. I wanted always to have a family and all that thing, the whole wedding and all that stuff. And now this is not going to happen. So again, my age and start over the whole shit? No way. I don't want to get into this to whole like how it is. So, and that's why, because I always make plan my own relationships when it's ending. Doesn't matter who ending the whole thing. It just makes it harder, because I thought and I planned my future, and now I have to reset everything. And I think this is the hardest.
Yeah. No, of course. I'm not saying planning is bad at all. Obviously, it's a good thing. You just have to be prepared for it not to work out, right? Like you said, you need to restart again. New family, new job, whatever it is. It is tough. But I stand by the belief that life happens to you, not for you. Is that the right way around? Maybe I said that wrong. Life happens for you, not to you. I don't know. It's been a while.
Look, that doesn't really matter. You want to cut it out?
Yeah.
Okay. I can. Obviously, this is not going to go live until you watch it and say, okay. But I actually not really cut much out of it, because that's the whole thing. It's make it raw and genuine.
Yeah.
So,
what was the point I was even trying to make? Was to just kind of believe that it's what has happened is the right thing to happen. It's probably the easiest way to explain it. So like a relationship ending, or you getting fired, or the business not working out the way you wanted it to, I believe that that's the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to try, and you're supposed to learn, and if it fails, it was supposed to fail, and you're supposed to learn something from that as well, and then you go on to the next thing. It's only if you give up. If you give up and you don't learn anything, then it's a waste of time.
True. Let me ask you a few things. I actually texted to you as well before we go soon, because I just don't want to take your time. So, like, how you dealing with? Well, obviously, you actually kind of work, but do you work from home or?
Yeah,
you go somewhere?
It's not really work. We're all at home. We do Skype meetings 2-3 times a day. We all do a group exercise during the day, which is quite nice. And we have little challenges and stuff set out. So we're keeping busy throughout the day. Like, it breaks it up, which is good. Like yesterday was my first day off in lockdown, and it was pretty boring. But I just kind of sat around and watched TV for a bit, sat on my phone. I started writing actually in the afternoon, which was fun.
Okay, so you do this work with Adidas?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun.
Because I wouldn't think that you should do anything, if it makes any sense. Like, because you work in the retail, so like what you can do from home, if you can. That's interesting.
I mean, we were doing lots of e-learnings, like online training, business operations, customer service, all that kind of stuff. Whereas now there's not much left of that. So it's just like bits and bobs, challenges that they set us, quizzes and so on. It's just stuff that keeps us engaged, keeps us talking, keeps us in a team, just to keep us busy and not let our minds turn into mush, basically.
Sounds good. I would love to see those. Be a part of.
The Bake Off. The Bake Off was one of the challenges for work.
Oh, that was really awesome. I really loved it. That was cool. But you didn't win it, yeah? It wasn't you who won.
No, it wasn't me.
I think it was a corrupt contest.
Yeah, definitely. No, my cake was very easy. I tried to do something with it, and it stood up, and then it was just like oozing out everywhere. It was so bad.
That was fine.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I actually wanted to ask, so when like you are home now, how are you dealing with your eating habits? Do you eat more than normally, or are you actually not craving food and you're doing fine?
It's been an adjustment, to say the least. It's been weird. I started out just as normal, just 3 meals a day. And then I found that just because I'm not moving much, that's quite difficult to maintain just my normal weight. So some days I won't have breakfast, so I'll just have water until lunchtime, just continue the fast a little bit longer. But then I do eat dessert every night. I don't know why now, just because I'm at home all the time. I feel like I need something sweet. That's a bad habit to have. I'll break that eventually. It's just nice to have something.
I couldn't break it yet. Although our desserts are more like yogurts.
Yeah.
So we barely have some other like chocolate and stuff. So
yeah. It's funny actually, since getting more into sort of environmentalism, I try not to buy as much plastic at home. So when we're out shopping, all of the bad stuff, like all the snacks, crisps, chocolate, sweets, ice cream, all comes in plastic containers. Most of it is non-recyclable, so it's an easy turn off for me. So I just have to do my own stuff at home, which is basically just protein powder and milk and peanut butter, which is actually really, really good. So nice.
I have it. I have it too now. I stopped having in the morning my porridge. I need to go back, but I had in the morning my shake, banana and peanut butter shake with cookie dough powder, I think. So it makes it a little bit nicer and chocolatey and everything. And then having a snack like, I don't know, an apple or a pear or something, and for lunch, then do workout, and after a shake again. Although my shake is actually how I do it. I don't like to use a full scoop of powder because then it's going to be very sweet or very powdery for me. So I always have a half with each shake. And I don't use a lot of milk in it. I always put that much milk and that many water. So I have more water intake as well at the same time. And I share for 2 shakes the one shake. So I have 2 shakes as a snack as well. So then it helps me have something sweet. And to feel like I had something to eat because but the last few days I'm hungry as hell. I want to eat. I had 2 toasts today. No, that was yesterday. Today just 1 toast in the morning.
I don't know. I find it easy to just not have breakfast and then only eat at lunchtime. I don't know why. I feel like if you start the day off eating, then I'm hungry all the time. But if I don't eat, then I just kind of forget about it. Fasting is pretty good.
What is, sorry?
Fasting.
Oh, I'm not really good at it.
24 hours or something?
No, I barely can do 12 and I sleep 8 of it.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I mean, normally we have dinner. I mean, with me leaving Five Guys, I created a very good routine. And I normally wake up around between 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning. And even if I'm locked down, today I slept until 6:30. That's a new thing. Whoa. I don't know how that happened. But I wake up very early so I can go downstairs and do my writing and stuff in a quiet area. So I don't have a breakfast, obviously, that early, but normally I do have my matcha. So I have milk. So it's not really fasting anymore, is it?
No.
So that's already been broken. But evening, we are latest, I think 7. The dinner is ready and we eating it. So I go bed like 9:30. So I don't eat in those time. And I don't have a breakfast until 7 o'clock in the morning. The only thing is I do have probably my matcha.
Yeah.
So this 12 hours fasting, I could say I do with sleeping in those 7 hours. I could have, again, my ginger lemon water in the morning, which I always had with apple cider vinegar. But I stopped drinking it now for some reason.
Because matcha tastes better, maybe.
Well, yeah, I guess. And again, it's better than coffee. Because it's a slow release caffeine, not just like one hit. And you have to drink more and more. Yeah.
Try drinking less caffeine. Just try having like a big glass of water in the morning. I was a bit skeptical to it as well when my friend told me to do this, but it's good. I like it. I prefer it now.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, now me as well and Sadie, we changing our diets again and working through what's the best and how it is. Me like not working. Yeah, I'm going to move, but it's still not much changes with this family anyway. So we're pretty much doing everything together anyway. So we are planning our workouts as well and the meals we're having, or how we can just support each other. So So I'm working on my meal plan in a way, but it's not like, oh, it's going to be very strict and stuff, because I said I need to still enjoy what I eat, or because otherwise I'm going to just give up.
Yeah, of course.
It's just a little bit know more about the nutrition side. But no, we don't eat bad, to be honest. I don't think. And we're cutting the whole processed food down, because obviously we do have these veggie burgers and stuff, which obviously I think they're not too bad compared to like if you would buy a burger anyway. But these kind of things we are changing.
Yeah, I have the same kind of mindset when it comes to food. Like I look at the back of the packaging, and generally, if it's more than like 5 ingredients, I don't really want to buy it. So I don't really have veggie burgers or veggie sausages that much. We always have them in the house, just as, something different to have one day. But it's not something I rely on a lot. I'd rather just have tofu or like soya flakes or something.
Yeah, I mean, most of the food as well is like a main carb and lots of veggies just checked around it, and beans, mushroom, tofu. It's not much of a fake meat on our plate.
Yeah. The one thing that I've been doing in lockdown is actually making more food from scratch, like cooking, baking, all these kinds of things. It's actually really good, and it's super easy, like making burgers and stuff like that, because then you're just using like beans or chickpeas, some herbs and spices, maybe flour or oats or flaxseed, whatever you use to bind it together. And, it cuts out all the crap that you buy. It's so good.
Yeah, true. I mean, I do love cooking since I'm vegan, especially put music on, make maybe a gin and tonic. It's the kind of low calories alcohol anyway.
Yeah.
A lower one than anything else. And it's just having fun. But I haven't done burgers and stuff like that yet. But you know what? Let's make a challenge.
Yeah, do it. Burgers or falafel. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
Okay, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to do one of those. I have chickpeas at home as well and stuff, and lentil, and I don't know. I'm gonna look for some else. I have loads of cookbooks, and I did use some of those recipes already, and they're just awesome.
Yeah, do it, because when we go back to work, it's going to be like rushing to get dinner made when you get in from work again, and it's going to go exactly back to normal. You won't have time to spend 2 hours making these delicious meals.
No.
So yeah, I've enjoyed that. So that's probably one good thing that I've been doing differently with food. It's making it all fresh. Even sauces. Awesome. Make my own ketchup.
Oh, nice. Really?
Yeah.
You can pass the recipe if you want. I really appreciate it. Sure. Always you can share anything. You know that.
Yeah. It takes like 4 hours to simmer, but you can just put it in the background. It makes the house smell like tomatoes, but
who doesn't love tomatoes?
Exactly.
Anyways, I mean, I would love to keep continuing to talk about. It's already I took almost 1.5 hours of your life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm easy. If you got more questions, ask away. I don't mind.
I mean, I haven't write anything down, but I think we talked about a lot of things, and I can always bother you to come back for another.
Yeah, you can. I'll happily come back and talk again.
Aha, I got it. I have witnesses. Well, nobody watched it yet, but I will have them.
You will have witnesses. Yeah, I think the main thing is to just kind of not have any expectations of what you should be doing or feeling in lockdown. Like I know a lot of people are getting sort of anxious and stuff like that. Maybe probably very sort of depressive symptoms. But just to kind of roll with it and let that be okay, to actually feel those emotions, because feeling sad and feeling anxious are quite normal things. Doesn't mean you have depression or anxiety. I think a lot of people mistake that when they get these feelings.
Mm.
And for foods, I would say limit it, because you are taking less steps unless you are going for walks all the time. I know that my step count is probably less than 1,000 a day, easily, like in the hundreds, in the low hundreds, I'd say.
I'll have a look now.
And for fitness is obviously great to combat those anxious and sad feelings. A lot of people are doing circuits, and I do like circuits, but if you do strength training as well, it's good to keep up that side of stuff. Like with resistance bands, I've got resistance bands, just play around with them. Do the exercises really slow. You might have to increase the reps because it's a lot lighter resistance than you used to in the gym. But it doesn't have to always be HIIT, which is essentially cardio. Like, you want to get down to it, which I think a lot of people are doing wrong. It's definitely what a lot of people on Instagram are suggesting, is to follow their HIIT workouts, which is great. Like, I like CrossFit, for example, and I could do CrossFit workouts all day, every day, if I really wanted to, but I still did strength training and other stuff when I was doing them properly in the gym. So I need to maintain that now.
Nice, thank you. And beautiful advices. You just sum up everything.
I tried.
You did very well. I love it. You know what? I'm just gonna cut the last bit here, and that's it. You just said everything. Yeah. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, it was really wonderful. I'll let you go now.
Yeah,
and
it's been
thank
fun.
you very much.
No worries.
Thank you very much. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I'll send it over when in a few days after I did edit it or something.
Perfect.
Thank you very much, Dan. It was beautiful.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Always. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.